everybody, and welcome to another video. We start this one off with me just waffling on about blind spots. Now, we've all got them in our cars because we've all got pillars in our cars. You can't see through that, but you can see around it by moving your head. And if you're looking over your shoulder, you've obviously got your door arch that can get in the way. If there's a cyclist there, you may not be able to see him through your door arch. And if you're driving a van or a lorry, you've got more of them. But your steering wheel shouldn't be in your way of seeing out the front window, should it? I mean, this Oompa Loompa driving this car here, I mean, surely you've got to get something to raise that seat. I mean, that's a first for me, an obstructed view because of your steering wheel. Get a cushion, Jesus. She can barely see over the fucking steering wheel. How small must she have been? She got the biggest car in the world and she's fucking about 2 foot tall. Now, in this clip, there's a couple of things that you need to see in this. One will be shocking. One will surprise the hell out of you. Yeah, it really will. As we come round here, it's the norm from this guy in front of us driving towards us. See where his hand is? He's not scratching his head. No, he's having a little chat on the phone. Couldn't care less who saw him neither. So we're coming round here. Can't get past this cyclist yet because of the bollards and a car obviously coming towards us. But now I can. So I give them as much room as I possibly can to get past them. And we're moving on. Now we're coming up to a set of traffic lights. They are red at the moment, but when I get to them, they go green. Perfect timing for me. But we've got one of them poor, vulnerable pedestrians who's got no intentions of stopping.
But wait, the most chilling is yet to come.
I told you it'd shock you. 2 cyclists, not 1, but 2 cyclists waiting at a red light. Now, in this clip, we are heading towards a roundabout, and this roundabout features on this channel a lot. If I went round this roundabout 100 times a day, I guarantee I would find 80 things that people do wrong. It's normally going through red lights, but not on this occasion. It's someone in a Fiat that hasn't got a clue what they're doing. Not a clue. It's in the right hand lane as we're coming up to it now. It can go. Where's it going? Why is it indicating to, just go. Look at this gap here you've got to go into. You've got your own lane for this road. Go. And then it almost stops. It almost stops there at the entrance to this road. What are you doing? I don't know whether the lights are working on the car, but the lights wasn't working inside that person's brain, that's for sure. Now, in this next clip, we got a very impatient person behind me. Yes, this person here. I'm doing 40. That's far too close at 40 miles an hour. I'm not lane hogging. I've got a lorry in front of me and this is the only lane that goes straight on. The other lane, as you can see there from the road markings, goes to the left, the right as we're looking at it. Now, when we go to the front camera, I will show you the layout, but she's got to be in front of me. I think that she goes in the wrong lane here. A lot of people disagree with me on this roundabout. This is the Reigate roundabout that leads onto the M25. I think that she should be turning right at the roundabout here. And maybe it's because I'm old-fashioned. You get in the right-hand lane if you want to turn right at a roundabout. I don't want to turn right, so I'm in the inside lane because that left lane, as you can see, the right as we're looking at it, goes off elsewhere. But I just want to show you the other 2 cars behind me. They all take exactly the same line as me. That's the way I think that you should be doing this roundabout. See the road markings on the ground there? She should be turning right from the lane that she was in, but she's already cut across me. She's in front of me now. And I will show you all of that from the front camera as well. So when we come to the front camera, there's the lorry that was in front of me that I said. He is going down the M25. So he gets in the right hand lane because he's turning right at this big roundabout. Now she has to come up next to me and, well, past me even. And she's going to cut across in front of me. Badly, I might add. Because she does stay in 2 lanes for quite a long time. So off we go. Now she's cutting across. For me, she should be behind that lorry. She sort of is. She's sort of, well, she's all over the place, isn't she? She needs 2 lanes because, she's one of them, special. So she's cut across me here. So I think that she should be in the right hand lane now. The lorry in front of her obviously needs more than 1 lane because these lanes are really tight. They are really tight, and he obviously needs more than one lane. And he's turning right, she's going straight on, I'm going straight on. Now the left-hand lane goes straight on, but it turns left. She can't even wait for this guy to get out of the way. She has to change lanes again to go back out. That's how impatient she is. And now she's going to catch the car up in front and try its best to actually pressurise the car in front to go faster, because she's going to get too close to it again and try and pressurise it. These people don't get it, do they? When they do that, most people nowadays don't speed up. In actual fact, most people slow down. So it's going to take you even longer to get to your destination when you drive like that, because the person in front doesn't often think that you are special. It's only you that think you're special. Now this is me coming back up the Reigate Hill here, heading towards that roundabout. I've got a wind double here for you. I've got a Burke and a Merc that doesn't know how to stay in a lane. It's all over the shop. Here it comes. It just cannot do it. If you can't drive a big car, don't fucking buy one. And it continues to drive like that all round this roundabout up here that we're coming to. Now this one, although the road markings are worn out, it's pretty clear which lanes that you can be in to go down the A217. Both lanes, yeah? M25 to turn left, M25 to turn right. It's simple, and both lanes go down the A217. So we've got a wind double here, as I said. We're still watching this Mercedes in front of us, but we're also watching the Audi next to us. Always an Audi. Both of them don't know what lane to get into. They're awful.
That's your lane there. That's your lane.
Now obviously the Audi's cut right across me. The Burke in the Merc was in the lane for the M25 to the left there, and then pulled across, and now it's going to pull across again to be in the outside lane for the A217. The pair of them were all over the shop. Since I shot this video, the road markings back there have been painted, so it probably won't make any blind bit of difference between these two idiots though. Now in this next clip we're going to play a little guessing game. I'm turning right, and you will hear me moaning all the way through it, as surprise surprise. I'll be turning right. There's a lane next to me that goes straight on, so why would you get behind me when I'm turning right? All you've got to do is guess what it is.
Can you seriously not see my indicator? Can you seriously not see my indicator? You're gonna get away with it though, aren't you? You're gonna get away with it because I've got nothing in front.
So obviously they got away with it, but who was behind me there? I'm just going to play some music to give you a little clue. Obviously you got very lucky there. If there was anything coming towards us, we'd be waiting there, and he'd be watching all them cars to his left hand side go past him. Now in this clip it's a dangerous combination. In front of us we have got one of Sadiq Khan's License to Kill assassins. In front of him we've got a food delivery guy on a bike, and behind me I've got another food delivery guy on a moped, riding one-handed. We got the guy in front of us here that's turning right but leaves it so late to indicate that this guy was about to overtake him. Now it's time to get a little bit serious. Yeah, I am being serious. It is time to get a little bit serious here, because I am in Epsom, and I know a lot of people that watch this channel are from Epsom. They like to see their own neck of the woods and that. But if you recognise this young girl, please let her know where she's going wrong here, because she will be dead very shortly if she crosses a road like this. She is a poor, vulnerable pedestrian, and I will show you this a couple of times so you can see. Over to the right hand side of these traffic lights, you'll see her just walk out here in front of that car. Not once did she look. Not once. I will show you again, and I will zoom in. This girl on the left hand side here, she's got earphones in as well, so she wouldn't have been able to hear anything neither. But she just literally crossed the road and flicked out her hair. She did not look once to the left. There she is over there with her headphones on and wearing a bloody rucksack there. She will be dead very shortly if she crosses a road like that, because you're not going to get away with that sort of shit every day. You just can't, because not once did she look. And I'll show you it again. I've blown it up here, or I've zoomed in, and you look over to the right there, you'll see her. She flicks her hair. Not once has she looked this way. Not once. You'll see her flick her hair. She's walking straight out into the road, and not only has she walked out into the road, she's walking down the road in front of this car in front of me. Not once has she looked to the left hand side. She doesn't even know that a car is there. And I do not know what this woman is doing walking in the road as well. Why not walk the other side of that taxi and walk across the road properly? It's embarrassing how people cross a road nowadays. It really is. It's stuff that you were taught as a 4-year-old. You know, like the basics. You walk across the road like that rather than like that. It's just simple stuff, but they don't seem to know it nowadays. They're definitely not taught it, are they? So if you do know Dozy Doris there, just give her a quick slap from me, will ya? So we go from one poor vulnerable person there to another poor vulnerable person here. This time it's on a bike. You might find it hard to see this one because it's in front of this car that's in front of me. But all you need to do is look at the red traffic light. Just look at the red traffic light, and then underneath the traffic light you'll see the cyclist. There it is. They don't stop at red lights. We all know that. Well, apart from that first two that we saw earlier on in the video. Now in this clip you can see me overtaking this lorry here, and I'm going to recommend something here, Waze. This is a free app that you get on your phone. It's a sat-nav that works on your phone, and it is absolutely brilliant. I'm not moving over to the left hand side because I wear an earpiece and you're not going to be able to hear what is said, but it did tell me that there's a car broken down on the hard shoulder. But the hard shoulder finishes here, so I'm not risking moving over because they could be here. So I'm staying here for a little while. There is a car that's broken down. It's a police car, but it is on the hard shoulder. The hard shoulder did start again, but it has got a flat back tyre there. But yes, Waze is so good for that sort of stuff. It does actually, well, it did for me there. It made me stop and think, I'm not going to move over just yet. I'm going to wait until I see the broken down vehicle and then move over, just in case it was on the hard shoulder, or the bit that didn't have the hard shoulder. Now we're just pulling onto the M23 from the good old M25, and there's a lot of things that go wrong here, and there's one that's particularly dangerous. There is one person on this road that is dangerous. There's a lot of lane hogging here going on. As you can see, you'll probably be saying, I'm lane hogging. Well, it's not. I will be overtaking the people that's lane hogging. The lane hogger, no surprising, it's one of Sadiq Khan's License to Kill assassins. They just don't seem to know where they're supposed to go. But he's not the only one that's doing a bit of lane hogging here. I actually think the lorry up there carrying horses should be over to the left hand side. There's no reason why it's in lane 2. Now the black car that's just gone past me, we're looking at his lane choice as well in a minute. As I pull out to overtake the Sadiq Khan's License to Kill assassin here, we go past. Now we're catching up to the lorry with the horses too quickly for my liking to go over to the left hand side. I know it says in the book that after you've overtaken something you should be moving over. Now because of the assassin that's in lane 2, you'd have to go over 2 lanes. Now you're catching this guy up in front quick, so why go over to the left when you've got to go now out 2 lanes to overtake him? We're both going to be overtaking him almost at the same time. You know, I'm going to wait for him because I knew what he was going to do. I knew he wasn't going to undertake him because of the way he's driven back there. He's doing it by the book, but I just think that there was no point in moving over to the left-hand lane when you're going to be moving straight back out. I don't think the time was long enough for him to do that, really. He might as well have stayed in this lane even and to overtake him. But, you know, as I say, he's done it by the book, but we haven't seen the dangerous one yet. The dangerous one is behind us. And as you can see, I'm going to move back over. I'm still overtaking stuff in lane 1. There's no hard shoulder, so I don't like being in lane 1 when there's no hard shoulders neither. But we're looking from the rear camera now, obviously, and you'll see the dangerous one go into the inside lane, the right hand lane as we're looking at it, yeah, with the lights on. That's him there. He's the dangerous one because he's going to be undertaking everything now. And I do not know why he doesn't do it the correct way and go out to the right, the left as we're looking at it. I don't know why he's not doing it like this black car is. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe he's trying to send a message to everyone saying you guys should be moved over. You know, yeah. Maybe, but two wrongs don't make a right sort of thing. Especially when he does the horse box. When he goes past the horses, that's when he's bloody dangerous, because he knows that he shouldn't be going past it. So we're going past the assassin now. Obviously we've gone back to show you where he's come from, this guy. I've moved back over and he's undertaken the assassin. The assassin isn't in a world of its own. It doesn't, you know, he hasn't taken the message from the guy that's undertaken him or me going over around him and back in. It's just, he's in a world of his own. They always are. But this guy now that's to the right of us, he starts to move out because he's seen the horse box. We're all moving out because of the horse box. Now instead of him moving out behind me, he goes back into the inside lane and undertakes the bloody thing. Now we're overtaking and undertaking this thing at the same time. How dangerous is that? Now it is there behind me. I lost track of it, to be honest. As I was looking in my mirrors, I lost it. I couldn't see where it was, and now it's doing that. It's come through that little gap. What an absolute cretin that is. And then he overtakes me correctly this way. Why did he not just do that in the first place? Dangerous, absolute dangerous idiot. On a pretty much empty motorway as well. I mean, this, you know, you can't get much emptier than this, and you still get numpties doing it like that. Unbelievable. The thing is, what I get with that car is that he knows the correct way of doing it, because he was gonna do it the correct way and then changed his mind because there was two cars overtaking the horse box at the same time and it would slow him up. So now we're back in Epsom by the Epsom racecourse. Now as we come around this bend, there's a lot of cyclists in front of me. There's so many of them that it's going to be a struggle for me to overtake, and I'm looking further down the road to see if I can overtake them. Now what you're looking at is dips in the road. I want you to concentrate on the dips in the road as to what I can see further down the road, okay? Because it's the guy behind me that, you know, as you can go down a dip, you can't see up the top of one, if you know what I mean. So you can't see if there's cars coming if you're down a dip. As you can see, we're going downhill now, and then you get to the bottom of the dip and you can't see far enough to see if you can overtake. Yeah, I've got no chance of overtaking now because they're too spread. But when we go up the top of this dip, I can have another little look, and I still can't overtake them because there's a car coming towards me and I need to give them loads of space. And now the road is opening up a little bit. I still can't do it as we're coming down into another dip. Okay, and now we're going to go up another dip and then see if we can actually see to overtake them now. So I'm going to pause it here just so you can see the view that we've got here. Yeah, I can't see over the top of that hill. I cannot see over the top whether there's something coming or anything. I just cannot see. So I'm not going to try to overtake going up a hill, am I? But the car behind, he can see through me. He can see everything. Yeah. He's at the bottom of the hill here, yeah? And he's going to overtake exactly where I've just paused it for you there. That's exactly where I paused it. And he's going to overtake me, so he can see through me. He can see through all of that lot and beyond. There is no way that he could see through me or that group of bikes there. No way could he see until you get to the top of that hill. Unbelievable driving. Anyway, guys, on that note, I've got to say cheerio. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye for now.